When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. All men know the use of the useful, but nobody knows the use of the useless. I knew I was alone in a way that no earthling has ever been before. People wealth consists upon their freedom, individual resources, and good social life. But the truth doesn't need to be known or believed to be true. I do not know everything, still many things I understand. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If quick, I survive. If not quick, I am lost. This is death. You will always find an answer in the sound of water. In the midst of darkness, he alone sees the dawn. In the midst of the soundless, he alone hears harmony. I finally figured out the only reason to be alive is to enjoy it. Power is not revealed by striking hard or often, but by striking true. Either in conflict with others or in harmony with them, we go through life like a runaway horse, unable to stop. Without knowing the force of words, it is impossible to know more. Rely not on the likelihood of the enemy's not coming, but on our own readiness to receive him. Too many people are too busy making a living to make a life. You get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. It's not whether you got knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Spies are a most important element in water, because on them depends an army's ability to move. Let the speaker speak truly, and the judge decide justly. Don't be afraid of being different. Be afraid of being the same as everyone else. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. It's often only in the lies we refuse to speak that any truth can be heard at all. Sound intelligence promises victory in every battle. In order to be yourself, you must first know who you are. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I am not sure about the universe. Your preciousness lies in your essence. It cannot be lost by anything that happens. In the haunted house of life, art is the only stair that doesn't creak. Do more listening than talking. Talk more about them than about you. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. You have to notice the truth in order to be able to avoid it. Better the comfort of a lie than the absurdity of the truth. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. We must meet the challenge rather than wish it were not before us. If what one has to say is not better than silence, then one should keep silent. Apparent confusion is a product of good order, apparent cowardice of courage, apparent weakness of strength. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. Try not to become a man of success, rather become a man of value. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Time cannot put anything in your hands until you let go of the time. We need to be fit and ready for anything that might come our way. The superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. If those who are sent to draw water begin by drinking themselves, the army is suffering from thirst. If you are untrustworthy, people will not trust you. You not only are hunted by others, you unknowingly hunt yourself. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. The penalty for procrastination is the loss of hopes and dreams. The most important thing about a technology is how it changes people. To have a human form of a joyful thing, but in the universe of possible forms, there are others just as good. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. Good order results spontaneously when things are let alone. In conflict, straightforward actions generally lead to engagement. Surprising actions generally lead to victory. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. What cannot be said, above all, must not be silenced, but written. You grow mentally weak when your life is too comfortable. The most dangerous of all falsehoods is a slightly distorted truth. Judging is the cause that creates the effect of choosing. In the end, you should always do the right thing, even if it's hard. When we are most alone is when we embrace another's loneliness. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. He will win who, prepared himself, waits to take the enemy unprepared. An education is not so much about making a living as making a person. It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. If you fuel your journey on the opinions of others, you are going to run out of gas. If you follow the enemy's shifts and changes, you can always find a way to win. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. We have to speak the truth always, at any cost, and no matter what. I cannot trust a man to control others who cannot control himself. And if my heart be scarred and burned, the safer I for all I learned. What you do is what matters, not what you think or say or plan. Words offer meaning. When you've got the meaning, you can forget the words. Keep a little fire burning, however small, however hidden. He who requires much from himself and little from others will keep himself from being the object of resentment. Fear is the polio of the soul, which prevents our walking by faith. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens. Chaos is more freedom. In fact, total freedom, but no meaning. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. Shoot for the moon. Even if you fail, you'll land among the stars. Every man reaches his destination if he just keeps walking. Those who win never give up. Those who give up never win. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. Without deviation from the norm, progress is not possible. What is of supreme importance in war is to attack the enemy's strategy. Set the troops to their tasks without imparting your designs. 10 seconds, that's all it takes for life to throw you a curveball. Hats have power. Hats can change you into someone else. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. If those at your top are weak, your bottom will be rotten. I don't think there's anything wrong with telling the truth. I know it isn't fashionable. Sometimes we create our own heart, breaks through expectation. It does not matter how long you live, but how well you do it.